I want to tell you that in today's session is totally for revision, like last chapter. The first chapter we have done the same manner. Today also we are going to revise this. You want to go for this exercise first, or you want to go for the poll? Yesterday's topic I will repeat later. Aryan, I will repeat it. I will do it for you. Don't worry. So we will go for poll. Now we will go for a poll. Actually, the today's poll I made in such a way that three set of polls are there. I mean 25 questions, 28 questions I added. That means the entire chapter is there. That is there in three sections. Poll number 1, poll number 2, poll number 3. And three different sessions this poll I have arranged. First, we will complete poll number 1. And after that, we will come to exercise. Okay. So poll number 1, I'm going to launch now. This poll contains 10 questions. You will get 10 minutes time. Read the question carefully. And I think one or two questions of this particular poll we have done before. Individually we have done before. But I made all the questions together as three poll. Number 1. Now number 1, I'm going to launch. Look in your screen. It has come to your screen. Look at. Do quickly. 1 minute is over. half the time is over. Now only 5 minutes left. Good, Krishnaraj. Six minutes. Only 50% has done voting. Do it fast. 8 minutes. 9 minutes. 30 seconds left. 10 seconds baki. 8, 6, 4, 2, Time over. Now I hope that the result is there on your screen. Yes. Now you see the result over here. Now you see in one poll, we can add 10 questions, and 10 questions are given to you now. Now read the first question. I think this we have done once. In single poll, we have done it. I think so. Okay, what is the question now? Read. In a DNA strand, the nucleotides are linked together by the DNA strand. The nucleotides are linked together by 35% is saying that phosphodiester bond, 30% is saying that hydrogen bond, and 17% each for glycosidic bonds and peptide bonds. Which one is the correct answer? Use the chat box now quickly. Which one is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. So I'm getting answer over here as B. Okay. Others? B. Okay. So I'm getting all B answers only. Now the point is that which is the bond? Now you see the question here, in a DNA strand, nucleotides are there. Nucleotides are kept one above the other or one after the other. So when the nucleotides are arranged one after the other, the bond which we used, that is called phosphodiester bond. So याद रखना, phosphodiester bond कहाँ होता है? Between the phosphorus and the sugar. This bond is formed between the phosphate group, the phosphate and the sugar of next or previous, what you can say, nucleotide. The phosphate of one nucleotide is linking with the sugar of the next or even the previous. Okay. So you can see that. So this way, the phosphodiester bond is the correct answer over here. Now, between amino acids, at the time of protein formation, between amino acids, there is a bond. Can you tell me which is that bond? Please use the chat box. Between the amino acids of protein, there is a bond. What is that bond? Please use the chat box. Are you getting me? My voice is clear? Yeah. So which is the bond? Which is the bond formed between the amino acids during protein synthesis? No idea. Peptide bond. Yeah. So the peptide bond is formed between amino acids during the synthesis of protein. Now, where the hydrogen bonds are there? Where the hydrogen bonds are there? Where these hydrogen bonds will come? Hydrogen bonds. Between nitrogen base pairs of the DNA strand. Okay, fine. Now we go to the second point. Second question is that a nucleoside differs from a nucleotide. It lacks dash. 61% is saying that phosphate group. And 17% each saying A base, B sugar. And 4% is saying that D hydroxyl group. So now here is A clear majority you can see. 61% saying that this is phosphate group. So what is a nucleoside and what is a nucleotide? Please use the chat box. What is a nucleoside and what is a nucleotide? Chemical formula लिखा तो भी चलेगा. Yeah, third one is the correct answer. But my question is that what is a nucleoside and what is a nucleotide? Nucleoside contain, come on, tell me. Phosphate group lacks in nucleoside. What is a nucleoside then? Presence or absence of phosphate group. So nucleoside we can say when a sugar molecule linked with any of the nitrogen base. Correct. So any of the nitrogen base, when a sugar molecule, that is also ribose sugar, deoxyribose or ribose, when it is attached to any of the nitrogen base, you know that 4 nitrogen bases are there. Out of these 4, any one, that is a nucleoside. That is why there are 4 different types of nucleosides. Depends upon the type of nitrogen base present. Similarly, 4 different types of nucleotides also there. Because in each nucleoside or nucleotide, you can see only 1 nitrogen base. But when the nucleoside getting connected with a phosphate, then it is called a nucleotide. So the correct answer over here is that phosphate group, C, phosphate group. Okay, any doubt? I think you are recollecting the points when we discuss these things. Okay. Now we go to question number 3. Question number 3. Now question number 3, look at there. Both deoxyribose, ribose belong to a class of sugars called which category of sugar? Which class of sugar? Both deoxyribose and ribose belongs to a class of sugars called. 48% is saying pentose sugar. 35% is saying polysaccharides. 17% is saying thioses. And hexose, nobody is there. What is your answer? C, pentose sugar. Why? Why? What is the meaning of this pentose sugar there? Yes. Meenakshi, you have given one letter over there. What does it mean? What is the meaning of pentose sugar or the answer? Sugar has 5 sides. Sugar has 5 sides. Is it correct, friends? Others? I got an answer that sugar has 5 sides. Is it true? That is the answer. Why it is called pentose sugar? No. Then ribose sugar has 5 molecules of sugar. I got the answer. Okay. So many people answered, and finally I got one answer. Okay. The answer is that 5 carbon atom present in it. So now you look at here, this is a pentose sugar, whether it is ribose or deoxyribose. This is a pentose sugar because what we say, this is 5 carbon. Okay, 5 carbon is there. And triose means 3 carbon. Hexose means 6 carbon. Can you give an example for a hexose sugar? 6 carbon sugar. Any example for 6 carbon sugar? Yes, somebody written G over there. Yes, good. Glucose. Glucose is a 6 carbon compound. And polysaccharides, when the monosaccharides are repeated, that means many simple units. That means we say polysaccharide. So the correct answer over here is that pentose sugar. Okay. Now the third answer is over. The correct answer is that pentose sugar. 48% only answered us correctly. Now the fourth question. The fact that a purine base always paired through hydrogen bonds with a pyrimidine base leads to in the DNA double helix. Question is, repeat, the fact that a purine base always paired through hydrogen bonds with a pyrimidine base leads to in the DNA double helix. 39% is saying that uniform width throughout the DNA. 35% is saying that the anti-parallel nature. 17% is saying the semi-conservative nature. 9% is saying uniform length in all DNA, which is the correct answer. Which is the correct answer? Okay, I'm getting answer A. Somebody written C. Which is the correct answer? Now you see 39 and 35. It's close by. Okay, A and C frequently people are writing over there. Now two answers continuously coming over there, and nobody wants B and D. People are running after A and C. Which is the correct answer? Any one of these two will be correct then. Riya and Priya, tell me. Oh, you are going after third one, C. Okay, so the correct answer over here is that now you see in purine and pyrimidine, you can see one is what you can say a single ring compound, the other one is a double ring compound. So if left side one single ring is there, right side a double ring is there, then the width will be uniform. Otherwise, what will happen? If one purine is connecting with a purine, or one pyrimidine is connecting with a pyrimidine, or one single ring is connected with a single ring and a double ring connected with the double ring, here and there you can see that the width will be more. So to avoid that, to keep the width uniform throughout the DNA, one purine is pairing with a pyrimidine only. There is no purine or there is no pyrimidine pairing. So the correct answer over here is that uniform width throughout DNA, that is C. Your third is the correct answer. Now we come to the fifth question. Fifth question kya hai? The net electric charge on DNA and histones is dash. The net electric charge on DNA and histone is. ये किधर का टॉपिक है समझ में आया? ये टॉपिक कहाँ होता है टेक्स्ट बुक में? This particular sentence will come over there. Where? Under which heading? No idea. So DNA packaging, under that you will study nucleosome. So when you talk about nucleosome, there you are seeing that DNA histones there. And what is the charge? 61% is saying that negative and positive respectively. 26% is saying both positive. 13% is saying both negative. Which is the correct answer? If you go after majority, then we have to take C as the correct answer, because DNA molecule, yesterday also we discussed the same thing. DNA molecule is negatively charged. DNA is negatively charged. Why nucleosome is intact? That is because the histone is an opposite charge. DNA is negatively charged and histones positively charged. So the correct answer over here is C. negative charge DNA and positive charge histones. Is it clear? Is it clear, friends? Yes. Okay. Now go to the sixth one. Sixth one. What is the sixth question? The sixth question is that what the promoter site and the terminator site for transcription are located at the promoter site and the terminator site for transcription are located at 74% saying 5%, 5 dash upstream end and 3 dash downstream end respectively of the transcription unit. 17% saying that the 5 dash upstream end. 9% saying that 3 dash downstream end and 5 dash upstream end respectively. Now you see here two things are there. One is the promoter side, the other is terminator side. Promoter side is the beginning part. Terminator is the ending part. You know the promoter beginning and ending will not be there at same place. Yes or no? The promoter, the beginning side and the ending side will not be same. Am I right? It will not be same. So if it is not same, then the C and D option totally out. Am I right? So the C and D दोनों totally out क्योंकि दोनों साइड एक पर्टिकुलर एंड में नहीं आएंगे, ये ऑपोजिट एंड में होता है. अभी ये ऑपोजिट एंड में वो किधर है, दैट इज अ पॉइंट. अभी पहला वाला में देखिए 3 डैश डाउनस्ट्रीम बोलता है, 5 डैश अपस्ट्रीम बोलता है. सो डाउनस्ट्रीम में प्रोमोटर नहीं होता है और अपस्ट्रीम में टर्मिनेटर नहीं होता है क्योंकि promotion is, I mean starting is from the upstream end and ending at 3 dash end, because we read the strand from the direction 5 dash to 3 dash 2. So from the direction 3 dash to 5 dash direction, we read the DNA strand, and so from which side, from which end we read, that is the starting end. And the ending side, that will be the opposite end. So reading from 5 dash to 3 dash to 3 dash end means 5 dash end the promoter site is there and 3 dash end the terminator site is there. So the correct answer over here is the B. Okay, B is the correct answer, and 74% saying this is B, and we are going with the majority. I hope that you are understanding the points. You understanding now? Any difficulty to follow me? Now, next question is that. What is the next question? The next question is that which of the following statement is the most appropriate for sickle cell anemia? Which of the following statement is the most appropriate for sickle cell anemia? Okay, which is the most following? Look at there. 43% is saying that all of the above, and 26% is saying it is a molecular disease. 17% is saying that it cannot be treated with iron supplements. 13% is saying that it confers resistance to acquiring malaria. Which is the correct answer? Sickle cell anemia, I think you studied there in 2 topics, chapter number 3 as well as chapter number 4. आपको मालूम है what is this sickle cell anemia? You have seen the blood cell shape. What you observed there? Normal blood cell and सिकल सेल एनीमिया ब्लड सेल, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? दोनों के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस होता है? एनी डिफरेंस इज देयर? Half moon like, half moon like, correct. So I understood that you know the point. Okay, biconcave. Okay, everything I take it because I just wanted to know that whether you know it or not. So you know it now. What is the correct answer over here? What is the correct answer? Okay, people are giving me the answer. All of the above. Yes, absolutely correct. It cannot be treated with the iron. Okay, because it is a particular shape change of that. That is because of the particular gene. So a genetic disorder we can say then. Okay, say molecular disease it is. Yeah, that is at the level of molecular level. Then resistance to acquiring, it confers resistance. So everything is same. Everything is correct. So the correct answer over here, all of the above. Now, question number 8. Question number 8 is that one of the following is true with respect to AUG. Okay, one of the following statement is true with respect to AUG. Okay. Now, 35% is saying that it is an initiation codon. Another 35 is saying that all of the above. 26% is saying it code for methionine. 4% is saying that it code for methionine in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, with respect to AUG, what is the correct answer? Now, you know AUG is a codon. Okay, it's a codon. And this codon is an initiation codon. Where this AUG comes, there the protein synthesis will begin. So the second point is correct. It's an initiation codon. Now at the same time, you know the AUG is representing methionine. That means the first point is also correct. So second is correct, first correct. Now go to C. It codes for methionine in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. What is the difference? Whether it is prokaryote or eukaryotes, in prokaryotes, there is one more word we are using there. Okay. So, but in both we can say methionine only. So A is correct statement, B is also correct statement, C is also correct statement. So what is the correct answer over here then? What is the correct answer? All of the above. Okay. So all of the above, that is the correct answer. Now, second last is that the first genetic material could be. The first genetic material could be. 52% is saying that DNA. 30% is saying protein. 9% is saying carbohydrates. Another 9% is saying RNA. Okay, come on. Quickly give me the answer. Meenakshi. Okay. I will ask one question to you, Meenakshi. Okay, everybody giving the answer. Okay. I just asked Meenakshi one question. You gave me the answer, correct answer. Can you give me the reason? Yeah, even Priya, Meenakshi, Priya, can you give me the explanation for that? Can you explain? I will give the answer. I'll give you the answer. But I'm just asking someone, those who gave me the correct answer, I was just asking them any explanation or just blindly give the answer. Just I want to confirm that. Okay, so here, see, this is not a confirmed statement. You just see that, read the sentence carefully. The first genetic material could be, not sure, could be. And 52% is saying DNA, and 30% is saying protein, 9% is saying carbohydrates. Okay, and 9% is saying RNA. According to the textbook, if you look at, you can see it is assumed that, okay, even yeah, different answer you can expect over here, because we know that till a particular time our assumption was that protein as the genetic material. The first genetic material, I mean, the protein was a genetic material. That was our assumption. Now, the protein is made up of what? Amino acids. And who is doing this process? RNA. So, RNA was the genetic material. That is what the people thought in the beginning. But today, we know which is the genetic material. But the question is that the first genetic material could be, first genetic material, people saying that RNA is the first genetic material, because DNA से RNA बनता है, लेकिन DNA को 2 स्ट्रैंड चाहिए, ओके, RNA को सिंगल स्ट्रैंड है, न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स साइटोप्लाज्म में है या न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म में है. So by using the nucleotides, RNA can be synthesized easily than DNA, because in DNA 2 strands are required. In RNA there is only 1 strand. So suppose it can be, RNA can be the first genetic material. From the RNA, the DNA could be synthesized, because complementary DNA. So there is a confusion over this particular type of question. So we cannot predict. But if there is a question that till so and so year, it was assumed that the first genetic material was that answer we can say protein, because later on only we came to know that not the protein, DNA as the genetic material, because Griffith conducted experiments and other scientists, they conducted experiments and they confirmed that not protein, DNA as the genetic material. So different points are there in this answer. Approved answer I can tell you, that is RNA. So here the approved answer is RNA. Okay. Now we come to the second last one. Yeah, many what you can say, many points are there, many kind of what you can say thoughts are there, even what you can say arguments are there, because even in virus you take RNA acting as a genetic material. RNA virus is, I mean RNA, sorry, virus RNA is also acting as a genetic material. So RNA can do double role over there. So that is why the people are thinking in such a way. Okay, that is why the question could be. It's not confirmed in that sense. Okay. Now, look at the last question with regard to mature messenger RNA in eukaryotes. With regard to mature messenger RNA in eukaryotes. So 4 statements are given there. 1, exons and introns do not appear in mature RNA. 22% is saying that, agreed that. Exons appear, but introns do not appear in the mature RNA. 26% agreeing that. Okay. Then introns appear, but exons do not appear in the mature RNA. 22% agreeing that. Both exons and introns appear in the mature RNA. 30% is saying that. So majority देखेगा तो both exons and introns appear in the mature RNA. What is the difference between primary RNA and the mature RNA? Come on, tell me the answer over here. Yeah, Srishti has already given me the answer. You're absolutely correct, Sustri. Now just look at there the percentage difference, the 30%, 26%, 22%, and 22%. Which is the correct statement? Now response. So gaya sab log. C is the correct answer. Somebody said C is the correct answer. In primary RNA, both introns and exons are present. Okay, but time आगे जा रहे इसलिए मैं ज़्यादा वेट नहीं कर रहे, मैं आप आगे जा रहे. So in primary RNA, both exons and introns are there. But when you come to mature RNA, what is not there? Come on, quickly write there in the chat box. What is not there in the mature RNA? In primary RNA, both introns, exons there. What is not there in the mature RNA? Yeah, intron is not there in the mature RNA. Why? Why intron is not there? Why intron is not there? Come on, quickly tell me. Why intron is not there? Yesterday I told you the answer. Intron is non-coding sequence. Absolutely correct. Okay. So intron is a non-coding sequence. So that is not required. So it has to be removed from the primary RNA. That has to be removed. For that, there is one processing. What is that processing? I didn't already given the correct answer. So there is a processing for the removal of introns, the non-coding sequence from the primary RNA. That is called splicing. So the primary RNA contains both coding and non-coding sequence. And after splicing, the non-coding sequences have been removed and you get the mature RNA. Okay, what do you call the coding sequence? Non-coding sequence is intron. Then what is coding sequence? What do you call? Exons. Okay, fine. So now these 10 questions are clear to you. 10 questions clear to you, friends? Yeah, exons, correct. Yeah. So I'm going to stop this share, the result. Okay. Now, I want to go to the second one. Now the time is 9:56. Okay. I will do one more. And before that, I want to get a confirmation from your end. Do we need to do this exercise? आपका जो टेक्स्ट बुक्स में जो है मैंने अभी इधर दिया है, इधर डिस्कस करना है. That you will do yourself, and if any doubt, you can we can discuss it next day tomorrow. How you feel?